Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rick Ross Sells It All. So nice I had to do it twice. This is my new album, Port of Miami 2. I revisited the classic Port of Miami to continue the legacy. This album features Drake, Meek Mill, Swiss Beats, my homie Lil Tunechi, many more. And of course, you know it's Grammy bait. I already reserved a wall in my huge mansion just for the double platinum plaque commemorating this LP. How's it sounding, ladies? So make sure you stream it now, buy the physicals, because as you can see, Rose keeps the physicals.
Port of Miami 2, album available now, featuring Lil Wayne, Drake, Meek Mill, Swiss Beats, Nipsey Hussle, Wale, Jeezy, and more.
Ricky Ross.
Rick Ross, if the rap thing doesn't work out, I'm telling you right now, buddy, you could make a heck of a home shopping host. Welcome to Fresh Out Fridays. I'm Kevin Kenny, joined as always with Times Square behind me, and this is the show, episode 3, you should know by now. If it's popping in the world of game, gear, fashion, music, entertainment, we're gonna cover it for you in depth over the next 20 minutes. Rick Ross, you just saw at the top, in addition to being a great host there, he is dropping a new album, Port of Miami 2 today. Also, Katy Perry is out with new music. Megan Thee Stallion is linking up with Nicki Minaj. Blueface has a new EP called Dirtbag out. Meek Mill has a new documentary we'll cover as well. We're gonna kick off your weekend playlist with an exclusive performance you can only see here on MTV Fresh Out from Snow Allegra. And all 5, oh yeah, of the SpongeBob sneakers are gonna be joining me live in studio. How exciting is that? It is officially Ross season. He dropped Port of Miami 2 today. This album is absolutely packed with superstar guests, including Meek Mill, the late Nipsey Hussle, who actually inspired another song in the album, Gold Roses, which Drake is featured on. Ross also dropped a new video for Turnpike Ike.
What I make you feel like?
Priceless, baby.
You live for me?
Every day.
You'll die for me?
Right now.
Double MG. Turnpike, real earner, Ted Turner. Whip it in the kitchen, that boy was a fast learner. Trying to live it up. 2 million tucked in that new Bentley truck. Ain't too many I can trust, so shooters is a must. I reminisce when it was hit or miss.
The Katy Perry comeback continues. We had Never Really Over kicking off the summer. Now she returns with a brand new song that Charlie Puth actually worked on called Small Talk.
Acting like we never met, faking like we just forget. We were lovers and now there's nothing left but small talk.
Some other big releases out today that we're feeling here at MTV Fresh Out is Push artist Bazzi, also VMA nominee Bazzi, who is following up on his multi-platinum debut with a mixtape called Soul Searching. Also out today are albums by Tori Kelly and Ohio's own Trippie Redd. One of our favorites here at MTV, Megan Thee Stallion, just made Hot Girl Summer official after releasing the cover artwork via Instagram earlier this week. The single featuring Ty Dolla $ign and Nicki Minaj dropped today, and we hear the video is being shot next week. We personally cannot wait to see how that one comes together. Should be a movie. Social House have penned songs for J-Lo and Chris Brown, but they've become a lot more visible as of late since linking up with Ariana Grande. They wrote and produced Thank You Next, 7 Rings, and are opening up for her on her Sweetener tour. The duo also appear in her latest video, which you may have seen on TRL Top 10, called Boyfriend. Performed for the first time ever live at Lollapalooza out in Chicago this past weekend, which is pretty cool to check out. I got the chance to talk to both these gentlemen about working with Ariana, as well as their brand new EP, which you can check out right now, called Everything Changes.
What is up, guys? Say hello to New York City. You got you're on a huge screen right now.
What's up, New York City?
First off, what a week. Congratulations on everything. A hell of a week. You guys, of course, you dropped a single last Friday. You did Lollapalooza over the weekend. You got your own EP out now.
It was wild. Like, what? Bro, I've never seen that many people in my life. Yeah. Lollapalooza was the craziest moment, for real. I've never seen that many people. It was unbelievable.
I want to talk about Boyfriend really quick because the backstory to the song is great. Scooter, you recorded your verse for this song backstage, I think before a Sweetener date at the Forum in LA.
We actually got off stage after we performed and I ran back and recorded my verse.
Oh my gosh. I gotta ask though, what was your in real time reaction when you heard Ariana spit that opening line to the song?
After we heard the verse one time, we were like, I know 100 people in this same situation.
Yeah. I mean, that's a bona fide bar. Do you think she can she really rap? You guys work with her all the time. You think she can actually rap, Ariana?
She got bars.
She got all the Ariana Grande. What are you talking about?
Hey, what's the most unexpected thing about her, would you say?
How funny she is.
Oh, yeah. and yo, we were playing with Play-Doh one day with a group of people, and she made a whole sushi tray that was crazy, and it was legit I actually tried to eat one of them now because I forgot. I came back like an hour later. I was like, yo, they brought sushi.
And also, she like engineers her own sessions. That's kind of crazy. You don't really see that much.
And she knits. She can knit. Like she was making a scarf when I first met her, and she promised she would make me one, and she never did.
Ari. Crochet game strong though, it sounds like. I just want to say congratulations again. It's looking like top 5 at Billboard. So congratulations on that. Back at the top of the charts. Guys, one more time for Social House.
And finally, in honor of today's debut release, affectionately titled Dirtbag, courtesy of really the only guy I can think of with Benjamin Franklin tatted on his face, it's Blueface, baby. We asked some of New York's Black Ink crew to rate their favorite face tattoos. Check this out.
Number 5, the rapper Blueface got Benjamin Franklin tattooed on his face.
I've never seen a tattoo on a face with a tattoo on his face. Like, that's different.
That's Ben Franklin?
Right.
That is not Ben Franklin.
Me personally, I don't like the tattoo. I think Ben Franklin could have looked way better. Like.
Number 4.
So Post Malone got a barbed wire across his forehead. You're definitely not woken up in no Starbucks to get a job. Probably like Dunkin' Donuts, but not Starbucks.
Always tired. You like that?
We're both illiterate.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, I like Post Malone's sword. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's dope.
It's a little crooked, but I still like it.
Always tired. I'm with you.
Number 3.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, I don't know.
What the?
I don't know.
I'm not mad at Lil Xan's face. At least his words are clear.
Yeah,
you know, he got crisp lines.
I don't know about this kid. Let's see number 2.
Tekashi 6ix9ine got the 6ix9ine tatted all over his body because it's, you know, looking from a different perspective. So he covered his whole body in 6ix9ine.
Talk about 69. You know how you like that.
It does seem like he went a little too hard, too fast with the tattoos, and now he's sitting in jail with a big 6ix9ine on his forehead. So.
Number 1, Gucci.
Now this is iconic. Gucci is really like the GOAT. As far as like, what the is he doing?
Right.
Iconic in the middle of your cheek tattoos.
That made the news.
Gucci like has an ice cream cone. Like Burr is
not just
forever.
1 scoop though, 3 scoops.
That is a dope ass tattoo.
We like it.
I really haven't started doing face tattoos until the last 3 years. Because I never really want to ruin anybody's life.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like.
Same thing.
Yeah, if you ain't really have a career, nothing like that, why am I putting a face tattoo?
Little kid, 18-year-old, I will be a rapper, do my tattoo. No.
No.
Go be famous first.
Yes.
Come back.
Yes, and then you get a face tattoo. Yeah,
Right.
See, look. Face tattoo.
If it fits you, cool. But face tats are not for everybody.
Yo. Welcome to Rick Ross Sells It All. Wealth is more than financial here. That's why I had to come up with Rich by Rick Ross, the collection of luxurious grooming products for bosses. No matter what's in your bank account or your pocket, you can still look, smell, and feel like a boss. In this luxury line, of course, it includes shaving cream, shampoo, conditioner, body wash, and of course, the signature beard oil. How am I looking? You like it? Yeah. Okay. If you ever wanted your beard to gloss like mine or gloss like a boss's, maybe a disco ball in the nightclub, do it like Renzel. You need a few drops of this right here, Rich by Rick Ross. This line isn't just called Rich because it's associated with the boss, and of course I'm rich. The products themselves contain caviar, hemp oil, and of course, champagne. Free shipping on orders over $50 or more. Call now, and I apologize, we do not do consignment, so it's time to boss up.
Luxurious grooming products infused with caviar, hemp oil, champagne, and more. No mannequins were harmed in the making of this commercial. Port of Miami 2, album available now, featuring Lil Wayne, Drake, Meek Mill, Swizz Beatz, Nipsey Hussle, Wale, Jeezy, and more.
Ricky Rouse.
What's up, guys? I'm your girl, Jamela Mustafa, and I'm here to give you the latest releases in TV and film out now. Last year, Jay-Z executive produced the documentary Time, the Kalief Browder story, and he continues to shine a light on the criminal justice system in his latest 5-part docuseries, Free Meek. The series, which starts streaming on Amazon Prime this weekend, is the most definitive documentary about Meek Mill's agonizing experience from when he was arrested at the age of 19, served a year sentence, but then remained on probation for over 10 years. It also documents how Meek Mill and many other young men of color have gotten caught up in the justice system, going back to jail multiple times due to technicalities in probation agreements, and how Meek Mill has vowed to dedicate himself to criminal justice reform.
I just thought it was real life for a black kid in America.
Meek Mill's story is way too familiar to too many black families.
You working towards your life goals and something keep pulling you back.
It's like millions of people like me.
The gorgeous ladies of wrestling are back in the ring, this time in Vegas, for the premiere of the 3rd season of Netflix's critically acclaimed hit comedy, Glow. Thinking about checking out the movies? Well, you grew up with her as a cute little cartoon, but now Dora the Explorer is all grown up. Dora the Explorer, The Lost City of Gold, a live-action version of the beloved Nick series, opens up this weekend in theaters, starring Isabella Moner as Dora the Explorer, who is now in high school. Sheesh, I'm getting old. But at least she still has her trusty Boots the monkey by her side as she goes on a quest to save her parents and solve an ancient Incan mystery.
She's freaking awesome.
Welcome to Rick Sells It All. Growing up where I'm from, we all wanted a Thunderbird. Sure, you wanted a Thunderbird. Your dad wanted a Thunderbird. Your uncle wanted a Thunderbird. But guess what? You couldn't afford a Thunderbird. Your dad couldn't afford a Thunderbird. Your uncle couldn't afford a Thunderbird. But guess what they could afford? Something that went hand in hand with the Thunderbird. The All-American mullet. We got it for you right now. I got a flash sale going on All-American mullets. You crack your window, if your hairline way to the back, you let the back flap. Let it a little bit hang out the window. If you're a real boss or a real baller, I suggest you buy 2 of these. You have some coming out the back, have a little more coming out the side, baby. That's how you do it big, because you don't have that Trans Am or that Thunderbird. Hit us up. Rick Ross sells it all, baby.
Cotton polyester blend elastic sports headband with synthetic hair sewn in. Port of Miami 2, album available now, featuring Lil Wayne, Drake, Meek Mill, Swizz Beatz, Nipsey Hussle, Wale, Jeezy, and more.
Ricky Rouse.
Welcome to where Rick Ross sells it all. And one night I came up with a genius idea. When you have a huge mansion and you spend a lot on marble floors, you really don't want just any feet on those marble floors. And one night I had a young lady spend the night and she got up in the middle of the night and she thought it was out of place for me to ask her to hop to the restroom. So I said, wow, I have an idea. I came up with an emergency sock. One sock. That's all you need, ladies. Whenever you visit any of your celebrity friends or your rich athletes, or, Slab. He may not have. See? Back on your feet. He may not have the Thunderbird, but guess what? He has the marble floors. Got a 30-second flash sale. Fellas, you don't want anybody just trekking up the marble. We can't have that. While supplies last, you could call up, fellas. I suggest you stash an emergency sock for all your visitors. Make it happen, baby.
100% pre-shrunk black dyed emergency sock. No mannequins were harmed in the making of this commercial. Port of Miami 2, album available now, featuring Lil Wayne, Drake, Meek Mill, Swizz Beatz, Nipsey Hussle, Wale, Jeezy, and more.
Ricky Rouse.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ross. I'm going to try to channel his hosting prowess into this next segment, all about gear. Now, the biggest sneaker drop this week is none other than the Kyrie SpongeBob collection. And no, I'll stop you right there. This is not a rerun of Fresh Out Fridays. Yes, we've previously shown you the actual SpongeBob sneaker right here, but that is merely 1/5 of the entire collection. Who join us in studio now. Guys, thank you so much for being here. From this side over, we have the Squidwards. We have the SpongeBob's, of course. This is Mr. Krabs' shoe. Sandy's got a shoe. And then, of course, check out Patrick. That's pretty, you can't miss that right there. It looks like Patrick, that shoe. So these are probably going to be, let's be honest, these are probably going to be a hard ticket to grab. Get out there early, and best of luck with these crowds this weekend when these drop. It's going to be pretty crazy. Also out today, you got the PSG collab on the Jordan 6. And if you're feeling or looking for some low-key cool, you also have the Air Max Sketch to Shelf, which sold out on its first run, if you remember. So be sure to get out there early, try to grab these. It's being re-released today. And if you've ever wanted to rock Futures designer gear, well, today is your lucky day. You've heard of Grailed, right? It's this very popular high-end resale site. They are teaming up with the leader of the free brands to sell pieces from his closet. And hey, you can feel better about your $1,500 splurge on that Gucci puffer because it's all going to Futures' new charity, Free Wishes. Now here's Jamila with a look at a hot new beauty release.
For the 4th year, Kylie Jenner is celebrating her B-Day with the new cosmetic collection set to launch this weekend. Now, I would like to say that the theme of this collection is Get Money, which is something that the soon-to-be 22-year-old knows all about, as Forbes recently named her the youngest self-made billionaire, something that you and I know nothing about. Well, I can definitely say some of my favorite shades is Time is Money, Build Your Empire on a Budget, and of course, I love the Body Glow, which you can also use as a face highlighter. But the true highlight of this release is that Kylie Jenner's reportedly donating the proceeds to charity. Good job, Kylie.
Hey you guys, welcome to another edition of Rick Ross Sells It All. And this next item comes right on time for lunch. This is a large 10-piece lemon pepper wing combo. We got everything from original, Hawaiian, atomic, that's if you like it spicy. But to the boss, lemon pepper is my personal favorite. And why? Because the ladies love lemon pepper. Thank you once again for joining me for another great edition of Rick Ross Sells It All. I want to make sure you stream, download, or pick up the physical copy of my new album, Port of Miami 2. August 9th, of course, was the special date. Ladies, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
You feel like dancing? Give me a dance move, baby. You give me a dance move. I won't give you a dance move. But thank you for coming by and enjoy your day, baby.
Ricky Rouse.
Another Fresh Out Fridays in the books. Thank you very much for hanging out, because without you, it would just be me talking to myself in this big empty studio in Times Square. Now, before you head out for the weekend, we have an exclusive performance you're only gonna see here on MTV Fresh Out from Snow Allegra. This is I Want You Around.
It's not that I don't want you here. It's something about the way you stare into my eyes. I know that I don't make things clear. No. I fall for you every time I try to resist you. We can get away. Palm trees, beach views, ordinary day. All I wanna hear is in the visions I'll replay and sit right next to you. I try not to show how I feel about you. Think you wish your way, but we don't really want to. I just wanna get away and sit right next to you. I don't wanna kiss you, yet I just wanna feel you. Feel you, my love, 'cause I want you around, around. I want you around, around. I want you around, yes, around. Yeah, I want you around, around, oh, around, yes. Come through, I think I need you here. I swear it's hard to keep these feelings to myself. Now you're the one I'm thinking of. My higher ground, my rocket love. Gravity, I'd rather stay up here. Cause we can get away. Palm trees, beach views, ordinary day. All I wanna hear is inner visions on replay. And sit right next to you. You. I try not to show how I feel about you. Thinking we should wait, but we don't really want to. I just wanna get away and sit right next to you. You.